What happens when a legendary UFC fighter lands a left hook so powerful it causes a blood clot in his opponent's head?
Oh, he's hurt. Nick has a huge hematoma on his forehead, Mike. It is nasty.
Just ask MacDonald after his brutal clash with Lawler.
Connects. Oh! Takedowns for Rory. Big ground.
Big elbows by MacDonald.
And remember Ferguson's savage elbow turned Barboza's face into a bloody mess?
That power and pressure.
Nice elbow. Oh, but he eats one of his own as he comes in.
Seeing out of that left eye.
Oh, nice left hook followed up by a jab.
Fights can get messy, and these are just some of the bloodiest battles in UFC history. First up at number 10, Robbie Lawler vs. Rory MacDonald II at UFC 189. At UFC 189, Robbie Lawler and Rory MacDonald had one of the most exciting and bloodiest fights ever. Lawler, the champion, and MacDonald, the top contender, both came in on winning streaks. They immediately started trading blows, with MacDonald landing jabs and Lawler countering with leg kicks. Lawler broke MacDonald's nose in the second round, causing heavy bleeding. Both fighters were relentless, exchanging powerful punches and kicks.
Good counters by MacDonald.
Oh, big left one, too.
Again, with the combination that she says here, Joe, adjustments are needed.
Much more mature Robbie Lawler, and he opened up in this round.
In round 3, Lawler staggered MacDonald with a hard right hand, and both fighters were bloodied.
The power area, Robbie, blocked that, but Robbie staggered by that kick. He's hurt. He's hit again. Rory feels like knee, elbow, 20 seconds.
Lawler's lip was split in two, and MacDonald's face was severely damaged. In the fourth round, Lawler's attacks caused a huge swelling in MacDonald's forehead, but the doctor allowed the fight to continue.
Working through very deep water.
In the fifth round, Lawler landed a left hand that shattered MacDonald's nose, ending the fight. Lawler kept his title in this brutal fight.
Lands it.
He's hurt. He's hurt. That's it. That's it.
It's all over.
Wow.
Watch it. He'll grab his nose.
It just shattered on him. Yeah, and he just couldn't take.
Number 9, Leon Edwards vs. Nate Diaz, UFC 263, June 2021. At UFC 263, Edwards faced Diaz in a historic bloody showdown. Edwards dominated for 4 rounds with precise leg kicks and boxing, but Diaz's showmanship kept the crowd entertained. Check out Diaz taunting Edwards, turning his back and even flipping the bird.
Leg. He's doing this.
Eyebrows also split open.
Oh, wow. The cup is hanging out.
In round 3, Edwards opened a brutal cut in Diaz's head with a sharp elbow, causing blood to pour.
Oh, boy. Nice elbow there from Leon.
A lot of blood now.
Yeah, that scar's opened up.
Leon
2:09 to go in the round.
Despite multiple lacerations, Diaz kept fighting. It was a mess.
Wow.
This was two-time, two-division world champion.
In the final minute of round 5, Diaz landed a hard punch that wobbled Edwards, almost turning the fight around.
Boxing.
He heard it.
The arena erupted as Diaz chased Edwards, landing more hard shots. In the end, Edwards won by unanimous decision.
Diaz trying to land that one seminal, an upset for the ages.
Diaz has such crazy.
Stunning from Diaz. Final seconds of this 5-round affair.
Wow.
Number 8, Armand Tsarukyan vs. Joel Alvarez, UFC Fight Night in 2022. At UFC Fight Night 202, Tsarukyan faced Alvarez in a bloody showdown. Tsarukyan opened a massive cut on Alvarez's nose with a perfectly placed elbow from the guard.
And get back to a base. So that's a good one. Sure did.
Blood poured everywhere, creating a gruesome scene. In round 2, Tsarukyan continued his assault and the referee stopped the fight at 157 due to the severity of the cut. Tsarukyan's relentless pressure and precision striking left Alvarez unable to continue.
That amount of blood, and you're that's gonna do it. Tsarukyan, his win streak continues at the 8th.
Number 7, Jose Aldo vs. Mark Hominick at UFC 129 in 2011. At UFC 129, Jose Aldo faced Mark Hominick in an epic battle in front of 55,000 fans. Aldo dominated the first 4 rounds with vicious leg kicks and ground and pound, turning Hominick's face into a bruised, bloody mess. Look at those brutal elbows from Aldo. Aldo scored some vicious leg kicks in the first round, and his takedowns and ground and pound inflicted serious damage on Hominick. Despite landing a few punches and threatening with an armbar, Hominick clearly lost the round. In the second round, Aldo looked tired, but he managed another takedown and landed more elbows from inside Hominick's guard. Hominick had moments of energy, but was taken down again and controlled by Aldo. Round 3 saw Hominick landing more punches, but Aldo staggered him with a hard right hand, knocking him to his knees.
And here's where he got tagged. It's when Hominick shot for the takedown.
Despite Hominick's efforts, Aldo maintained control. By the 4th round, Hominick's face was showing severe damage, including a massive hematoma. Aldo landed hard kicks and a right hand that knocked Hominick down.
Jab. Oh, he's hurt.
Rocked again. 5.
Hominick has a huge hematoma on his forehead, Mike. I'm a doctor, and I think that's going to be it. I don't see how a doctor could let that.
The doctor allowed the fight to continue despite the swelling. In the 5th round, Hominick showed incredible heart
In front of Aldo with a big upper.
Mike, delayed reaction. Look at this. Hominick takes him down.
Battle continues.
mounting a comeback and dominating Aldo on the ground. Despite a hematoma the size of a baseball, Hominick pounded away, showing his warrior spirit. But in the end, Aldo won by unanimous decision.
Hominick and Aldo.
What a fight.
Number 6, Irene Aldana vs. Carol Rosa at UFC 296 in December 2023. At UFC 296, Irene Aldana vs. Carol Rosa engaged in an all-time bloody classic. Aldana won by unanimous decision, but both fighters were left battered and bloodied. Rosa started strong, landing solid leg kicks that nearly took Aldana off her feet. In round 2, Aldana began to find her rhythm, landing powerful right hands and uppercuts.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's got a.
She clipped him with the right hand.
Rosa, showing damage around one eye, continued to press forward with kicks, but Aldana's boxing changed everything. Round 3 was a war. Aldana hurt Rosa with body shots, and both fighters were covered in blood.
Bottom shot.
Bad. She hurt him to the liver.
Oh, yeah, on top of it.
That's swelling on the left eye.
Despite the damage, they fought to the final bell, delivering a fight of the night performance. In the end, Aldana defeated Rosa by unanimous decision.
Huge shot.
Fight.
1 minute to go.
Left foot. Oh my goodness.
This is nuts.
What a fight. What a fight.
Number 5, Stefan Bonner vs. Krzysztof Soszynski at UFC 110. Soszynski started strong, landing a big knee and pressing Bonner against the cage. An eye poke paused the action, but they quickly resumed. Bonner's nose began bleeding heavily after a powerful uppercut from Soszynski. Despite a tough first round, Bonner kept pushing. In the second round, Bonner came out swinging, landing heavy punches and elbows. Soszynski countered with a solid right, but Bonner's spinning back kick and body kick raised the crowd's energy. They ended the round with Bonner sweeping Soszynski to the ground. Round 3 saw Bonner attempting a takedown, but getting opened up badly by an accidental headbutt. The fight was stopped by the doctor due to the severe cut. Blood was everywhere, making this one of the bloodiest fights ever.
Take a look at it one more time, yeah. Without a doubt, it went motion to his head that he got cut on that.
Number 4, Tony Ferguson vs. Edson Barboza at the Ultimate Fighter 22 finale in 2015. At the Ultimate Fighter 22 finale, Ferguson faced Barboza in an epic bloody brawl. Ferguson won with a beautiful d'arc choke, but not before and during a brutal battle. Check out Ferguson's relentless strikes in the first round, standing toe-to-toe with Barboza despite taking heavy kicks.
Beautiful body shot. Barboza, but he eats a right hand from Ferguson.
Left hand lands for Barboza.
Barboza can generate so much power.
Vintage Edson Barboza here. Ferguson, though, follows up with a kick.
In round 2, Ferguson opened a huge cut on Barboza with an elbow while receiving a nasty wound himself.
Nice elbow. Oh, but each one of his own as he comes in.
Both fighters were drenched in blood. Ferguson's relentless pressure forced Barboza to abandon his Muay Thai and attempt grappling, which led to his downfall. Look at this transition to the D-arc choke.
Shot from Barboza.
Scrambling. Now he's going for the darts. He's got a wicked darts choke. So far, Ferguson.
He's got it. He's got it. Ferguson.
Number 3, Tony Ferguson versus Anthony Pettis at UFC 229. At UFC 229, Tony Ferguson made a triumphant return against Anthony Pettis in a brutal, bloody battle. Ferguson won by knockout after Pettis broke his hand, forcing his corner to throw in the towel. Just look at that relentless assault from Pettis. Ferguson was rocked and bleeding, but he kept fighting back. Round 1 saw Ferguson's relentless strikes from various angles, confusing Pettis. But round 2 turned chaotic when Pettis landed a massive right cross, leaving Ferguson on the canvas with blood pouring from a cut.
When he switches stance.
Yeah, he's chewing. Oh,
and that's one thing about Pettis. He can finish anything. Oh, Ferguson bleeding bad here. Busted.
Pettis also suffered a cut. Despite the blood in his broken hand, he continued to throw wild strikes. Ferguson then mounted a counterattack, backing Pettis up with clean punches and opening another cut on Pettis' face. The fight was stopped between rounds due to Pettis' broken hand, but not before both fighters were drenched in blood.
T-Mobile Arena right now.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Mark's body.
Oh,
There's that elbow again.
Ferguson's hitting him very hard. Showered with blood here in the move. Covers up. Mixed martial arts.
Number 2, Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler at UFC 281. Poirier and Chandler clashed in one of the most brutal, bloody fights ever. Poirier secured the win with the rear naked choke, but not before and during a savage battle. Look at Chandler's relentless ground and pound. Poirier was rocked but kept fighting.
Oh my goodness. It was fun. Ooh. They collided heads there.
Ooh.
Oh, he stunned him. Smart by Chandler. Beautiful takedown by Mike.
Oh, nice uppercut from Dustin.
Oh,
from
he
Chandler.
caught him again.
Oh, Poirier sticks him with that left now to the body.
Poirier's all over him. Oh, Chandler's in trouble.
Oh my God, we get round 2.
Big elbow.
The second round saw Chandler dominating, leaving Poirier barely hanging on. Round 3 was pure chaos. Chandler lifted and slammed Poirier to the mat, but Poirier locked in a rear naked choke, forcing Chandler to tap. Blood covered the canvas.
Dustin now. Oh, he's getting attacking his low.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it tight. He got it.
Dustin Poirier.
Finally, at number 1, we have Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold at UFC 278. Costa and Rockhold fought a brutal, bloody fight. Costa won by unanimous decision after 15 minutes of massive strikes and exhaustion. Rockhold, bleeding heavily, even smeared blood on Costa's face. Rockhold started strong, but Costa countered hard. Both were exhausted by the end of the round. In round 2, they traded blows until a low blow paused the fight.
Oh, nice left hand there.
You good? Sorry. You okay?
Round 3 was chaotic. Costa hurt Rockhold but slipped, allowing Rockhold to land on top. Both were running on fumes, with Rockhold smearing blood on Costa. Costa regained control and won the fight.
Costa now working off the
Luke can spin and wind up on top here.
dominating here nonetheless. Somehow, someway.
And if you liked watching these, make sure to click on the next video for some more crazy UFC knockouts of all time.